Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapristhaya Bhutale Te Bhaktivedanta Swami Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Charini Namaste Shishwanyadi Paschatya Deshatharani Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So we'll continue our discussion on this glories of Anantadev. There are few verses and then we'll discuss the next chapter. This manifestation of subtle and gross matter exists within the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Out of causeless mercy towards his devotees, he exhibits various forms which are all transcendental. Supreme Lord is most liberal and he possesses all mystic powers. He conquers the minds of his devotees and gives pleasure to their hearts. He appears in different incarnations, manifests many pastimes. So Jiva Goswami has translated this verse as follows. The Supreme Lord is cause of all causes. It is by his will that gross and subtle ingredients interact. He appears in various incarnations just to please the heart of his pure devotees. For example, Supreme Lord appears in the transcendental incarnation of Varahadev just to please his devotees by lifting their from the ocean. Even if, next verse says that even if he be distressed or degraded, any person who chants the holy name of Lord, having heard it from a bona fide spiritual master, Jannamashrutam Anukirtanyed Akshama Arto va yadi patita Palanavhanadva Hanya Amyaha Sampadi Nrinam Asesha Ayanam Kham Seshad Bhagavata Ashraye Mumukshuhu. Even if he is distressed or degraded, any person who chants the holy name of Lord, having heard it from a bona fide spiritual master, is immediately purified. Even if he chants the holy name jokingly or by chance, he and anyone who hears him are free from all sins. Therefore, how can anyone seeking disentanglement from the material cultures avoid chanting the names of Lord Shesha? Of whom else should one take shelter? So this is how, if one want to get free from false ego and entanglement, they can chant this mantras. Because the Lord is unlimited, no one can estimate his power. The entire universe filled with many great mountains, rivers, oceans, trees, and living entities resting just like an atom on one of his many thousands of foods. Is there anyone, even with thousands of tongues, who can describe his glories? So that is the power of Lord Ananta. There is no end to the great and glorious qualities of that powerful Lord Ananta. Indeed, his powers is unlimited. Though self-sufficient, he himself is support of everything. He resides beneath the lower planet system and easily sustains the entire universe. So one full chapter is dedicated to glorify Anantadev. So that means it is something very important to be understood. So that is a very great personality staying below. We are so much we hear about Brahma and so much about Kshirodaksha Vishnu, and but because Ananta is somewhere below, he does not have much interaction, but he is a very important service. That's why one full chapter is dedicated to glorifying him. My dear king, I have heard, sorry, as I heard of it from my spiritual master, I have fully described to you the creation of this material world according to the fruitive activities and desires of the conditioned souls. Those conditioned souls who are full of material desires achieve various situations in different planetary system. In this way, the living they live within the material creation. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing Anadi karma phale padi bhavarnava jale tari bhare na dekhi upay. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, My Lord, I do not know when I commenced my material life, but I can certainly experience that I have fallen the deep ocean of innocence. Now I can also see that there is no way out, and that to then to take shelter of your lotus feet. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also Ainandatanuja Kimkaram Patitam Vamavame Vishame Bhavambudau Kripaya Tava Pada Pankajasita Dul Sadasham Vichintaya. And this is the last verse. He says, My dear king, I have thus described how people generally act according to their different desires and as a result get different types of body in higher or lower planets. You inquire of these things from me, and I have explained to you whatever I heard from authority, what shall I speak of now? So this is the end of this chapter. Now comes the very interesting chapter. This is 26th chapter. Parikshit Maharaj inquiring from Sukadeva. So, my dear sir, why are living entities put into different material situations? Kindly explain this to me. So, this is so Vishnu Chakra Thakur explains that the different hellish planets within the universe are held slightly above the Garbhodak ocean and remain situated there. This chapter describes how all sinful persons go to these hells and how they are punished there by the assistance of Emerald. Different individuals with different bodily features enjoy or suffer various reactions according to their past deeds. We should also understand that the time factor is the time is different at different locals. So down you go, the like for us 1 year is 1 day for demigods. Now 1 year below will be 1 day for us. Lower planet system 1 year will be 1 day for us. So it is like that. And that means in hellish planet somebody is suffering for thousands of years. It will be few days only for us. That's why we see some of them, they after dying they are coming reincarnation stories we see na. After 2 3 years somewhere he is born in some other place in reincarnation stories, or maybe after few years we can see he is born again. So but where what is he doing that few days? He must be in the hell for some time. But because it is so long, he will not be able to remember only. That is how we should understand. The time span is very less. The time gap is different. That's why this happens. And Sukadeva Goswami said, My dear king, in the material world, there are three kinds of activities: good mode of goodness, passion, ignorance, because all people are influenced by the three material nature. Result of these activities are also divided into three. One who acts in goodness is religious and happy, acts in passion, mixed miseries and happiness, and under influence of ignorance, unhappy, like animals. Because of varying degrees of which the living entities are influenced by different modes of nature, their destinations are also different. See, very important point. Please try to understand how it works. Like uh, this modes, na, they nicely act. It is like uh, previously computers, na, they were like Linux. Only the codes used to be put. Then Windows came, na, it became very popular. See what Windows is doing. There is a code behind, but you will not be able to see the code. We'll only see the Windows. It is showing some nice pictures, nice fonts. If somebody worked in database, they will know it very clearly. What is the program behind? And we are seeing the app, but there is behind the whole programming we cannot see. What we see the app. You are understanding. So how does app work? Because of the program behind. We cannot see the program. If you just see the coding, na, it looks very not very attractive. you will see all lines, 0 1 0 1 and all this text and all. Now, uh, so similarly, actually, this system, Maya developed more sophisticated than all our the computers also. These apps and all. Maya's development is more sophisticated. See what I am seeing in front of me, I am seeing nice buildings, I am seeing nice cars, good people, whatever people. We are seeing so many hills, mountains, and everything, birds, animals. Behind it's all like windows. It's all images they are shown. But behind that, it's all three modes combination, which is not very attractive as such. But the presentation is very attractive. The the coding is not, if you go behind and see, the coding is not very attractive, but the presentation is very attractive. So Maya also presents nicely. This is the first window system created by Maya. All this, we can see apps and all, what is very very nicely seen. Even the images that are created, like we are seeing some images coming now, you are all able to see the text in front of your eyes. So what is this? Uh, this is all the coding only. This is 0 1 0 1 0 1 in front of you. What you are seeing screen, all the text you are seeing, it's all 0 1 0 1 0 1. It just manifests in that way. So Maya is like that. It has all these Panchamahabhutas. They are combined in such a way that they look very attractive. And we are fooled by it. And we are continuing. So this material world, that's what here Sukadeva Goswami is telling. Those who are activated by material modes, they are all these three modes are only acting, but somehow we get attracted to it. Very simple example is kaleidoscope. They are just pieces of glasses, but you put in the kaleidoscope and you start looking it, and it will form different shapes. But they are just some element, they are forming the shapes. So same thing here also. The Maya is having just few elements. All these 24, 26 elements, they are forming all these things. And we are so much attracted to it. That is the reason Jnanis, what they do, they start studying these elements. They say how this is coming, how this is coming. This is not reality. This is Maya. This is Maya. That is their way of studying. Of course, we need not do like that. We'll serve Krishna and Krishna will take care. But at least theoretically, we should know that how Maya is making us fool. And here, just as by executing various pious activities, one achieves different positions in heaven. By acting impiously, one achieves different positions in hell. Those who are activated by material mode of ignorance engages in pious activities, and according to the extent of their ignorance, they are placed in different degrees of hellish life. If one acts in ignorance because of madness, his resulting misery the the least severe. One who acts impiously but knows the distinction between pious and impious acts is placed in hell of intermediate severity. You see, one who is acting in mode of ignorance because of madness, resulting misery least severe. And he knows the distinction between pious and impious, he is intermediate severity. For one who acts impiously and ignorantly because of atheism, the resultant hellish is worse. Because of ignorance, every living entity has been carried by various desires into thousands of different hellish planets since time immemorial. I shall try to describe them as far as possible. See, this is a very important verse. Here, why it is important? It is the punishment is not to the activity. You are seeing, if act is done in ignorance, but if it is done because of madness, same action. If it is done in ignorance of madness, least severe. Now, the same activity you do after knowing distinction pious and impious, intermediate severity. And same activity you do impiously and ignorantly because of atheism, then it is worse. That means the punishment is not for the action. Please try to understand. It is to the mentality. Like a Brahmana is never given capital punishment in any kingdom. Even though he does the worst sinful activity, king also will never punish a Brahmana severely. He don't have that capacity to punish. He don't have that not capacity. He don't have the right to punish a Brahmana. Why? Because they are of a higher consciousness. So that is the main point to understand that the results are the punishments are not because of the activity. It is consciousness, what mentality the person has. That makes so much difference. Like in the kingdom of Lord Ram, one dog comes and he rings this dharma ganta. Means you have the bell that is tied there, and anybody want any justice, they should go and ring the bell. And never the bell never rings because everybody is peaceful and everything is going on smoothly. One time, one dog comes and rings the bell, and then the Lord Ram comes and asks, "What happened to you?" He says, "This Brahmana, he was riding on a chariot or something. He actually went so violently and it hit the dog, and dog got wounded very severely." And Lord Ram says, "No, what should we do now then? What punishment?" Then the dog says, "Because we cannot punish a Brahmana. Only thing, if he does something wrong, they should be sent out of the kingdom. For a Shudra, he can be immediately killed. If he does something wrong, he can be killed or something. Like Lord Ram killed the Shudra who want to learn the Vedas. So it was immediate. But for Brahmanas, he cannot do like that because they are in a higher consciousness. Their punishment cannot be severe. See, here it is very clearly given that it should be least severe. So the dog says that make him the head priest of the temple. Lord Ram says, "What is this? You are promoting or punishing him? You are rewarding him." He says, "No, no, 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 I am not rewarding. Because this fellow has already anger, mentality of anger. So when he becomes the priest of this temple, he will definitely commit offenses. And because of that, he will fall down. And I also happen to be the priest of the temple, and I committed offenses. I got the body of a dog." So he will also get the same thing. So the point here is punishment is to mentality. One more important thing. Hell is not just a geographical location, it's a state of mind. So first thing is punishment is based on mentality. You should remember this first point. Second point, remember that hell is a state of mind also. It's not geographical location. Like it is explained here, it is just above the Garbhodaka ocean and no below the Patala somewhere there, hell is there. But hell is also a mentality, hellish mentality that is said. Because when Prabhupada was in London, reporters asked, "Swamiji, do you believe in hell?" Prabhupada said, "London is hell." And next day, in newspaper, it was written, "Swami calls London as hell." Now, Prabhupada is not joking. He is actually telling the truth because the mindset of the people is hellish. So that itself is a cause of suffering. People think that, this person cheated and he's still enjoying in life. He cheated so many people. He did this, he did that, and he's still enjoying. It is not possible only to enjoy because your mind is already in a hellish state. That is the point. If somebody has lust, greed, pride, anger, envy, that itself is hell. He is already suffering with it. You already have a contaminated mind. How can you enjoy something? Mind is already contaminated. That means a person goes, she goes to a party and she is seeing her cousin or her no sister-in-law wearing a very beautiful dress with so much jewelry and all. If she's having envy, that itself will burn her from inside. The envy is burning her from inside. Where is the hell? She's already burning in hell only. She need not go till hellish planet. She's already burning inside. The envy itself is causing a suffering. That means the contaminated heart, no matter wherever you are, if you have done wrong thing in life, that wrong thing will make the mind contaminated, and contamination in the mind is the cause of pain. See, if you have some impurities in some part of the body, that causes pain in the body. Like stomach is upset, stomach is paining. Why? You have some impurities in the stomach, stomach is paining. Kidney is paining because the stones are there, some impurities in the kidney. Same thing, different parts of the body, any impurity in the body causes pain. Impurity in the heart, it also causes pain. And the impurities in the heart is this. When we do any wrong activity, na, it causes impurities in our heart, and that causes pain. Like there is a story, one Brahmana boy, he was in Gurukul and he was serving the Guru very sincerely, nicely. And one day it was raining, rainy season, the evening, and there was no fire because previously, no, they were not having like matchsticks and all. They used to lit the fire with Aruni sticks and all, and then they used to save the fire in the coal, and they used to put the fire in the coal, and it used to stay whole night like that, and next day they will just fan it, and then they will take utilize it like that. So there was no fire. So this disciple goes to Guru and says, "My dear Guruji, uh, how should I get fire? Because there was no fire, and evening you have to do Agnihotra, you have to do fire sacrifice. There is no fire because of the rain; it got extinguished." Then the Guru was little in some other thing. He was little irritated. He said, "Go to hell and get." And this disciple literally thought, "I should go to hell and get." And he goes to hell. He was so sincere and he was so pious. He could go to hell. And he goes to hell, and he stands in front of Emeraj there. Emeraj was surprised. He said, "How are you here? How did you come to hell? You are not supposed to be here. You are such a nice boy." Then the boy says, "Actually, my Guru told to, I wanted fire. My Guru told, go to hell and get fire." Then Emeraj thought, he said, "But in hell, there is no fire. Whatever fire is there in hell, it is all brought by the people. It is self-service. They bring their own fire." You please understand. In the hell, Yamaraj is telling people are bringing their own fire. They are burning in their own envy. They are burning in their own lust. They are burning in their own pride. They are burning with themselves. Nobody brings. He says actually hell is self-service. nobody, nobody gives. Nobody. There is no fire only here. So this is actually the point. We are burning in our own sinful activities even now. What to speak of going to hell? Especially in Kali Yuga, na, people are giving trouble to each other so severely. And now this war is happening, We nothing to do with us. It's somewhere Iran war is happening. Whole world is suffering. All people's pockets are burning. It is so expensive, everything now. Now the point is, what is hell? It is a mindset. Geographically, hell is also there, but even in the mind also people are already suffering. So it may not be, it is the least severe. Now whatever we are suffering, the hellish condition, the extreme heat is there, extreme cold is there. I know you go to some places, they are very nice in terms of nature, beauty, and all, but you don't get any food to eat there. And you go to some places like India, we have nice food to eat, but it's too extreme hot. Now it is burning like anything, and then we have sometimes extremely cold. So all these things, there is nothing actually, in this metal, nothing good. But this, see, second thing, remember, first is hell is not geographical location, it's a state of mind. Punishment is according to mentality. Third thing to remember is, Array, I am punished. Why am I not remembering my hellish punishments? This is another question. If I am know that I got punishment for this, I will not do that activity again. Na? Like say now if I remember I was in hell for 10,000 years and in the Kumbhipaka and whatever is going to come in now Ruravas are biting me and then there is Tambra. This is the whatever different types of hells I suffered. So when I come back, if I remember, then I will not do the mistake. Why I'm not remembering it? This is another point. See, when Lord is very kind, He will not He will make us forget our hellish suffering so that we can enjoy now. Otherwise, it's very difficult to enjoy. If we remember our suffering, na, we keep on crying, we'll keep on crying only. We cannot enjoy. Like we are in the womb of our mother, we had a hellish suffering there. Why we don't remember? Because that will make us more traumatic. We cannot enjoy only life. Why to speak of on the womb? Even in this life, whatever miseries happen to us, na, if Krishna is so kind, he is giving us that forgetfulness. Forgetfulness is such an important thing for us. Lord does not do anything by chance. He knows we need forgetfulness. Basic forgetfulness is to sleep also every day. Otherwise, we cannot sleep. He has to switch off our memory, then only we can sleep. And second thing, forgetfulness of our suffering is compulsory for us. Like say, in the childhood, we got so much, we lost our toy, somebody broke it, somebody beat us, somebody chastised us. After some time, no, we forget that chastisement, we forget that beating, and we continue it blissful way. Like I remember, like what happens is there if in the class if some of the children they don't perform nicely, they have to continue the same class. Say in my fifth class, one boy he did not do properly and then he continued in fifth class. We are promoted to sixth, but he continued in the fifth class. Now for few days now he is very unhappy that he could not join us and continue. But after 1 2 months, he forgot everything and he became part of that section, that class, the children who are 1 year younger to him. And he continued like nicely. He was very happy. No, what happened? He forgot that pain that I am demoted. So this is actually the situation. Lord helps us to forget our, like say they we lost a very dear person in our house, in your family who is very dear to you, you lost him. People will cry for few months and after that they forget. They need to forget so that they can move on in life. And who is helping us? Krishna helps us forget. So the pain also, na, Krishna makes us forget the pain. Now we may say, but if at least if we remember the pain, we'll not do the mistake. Now, first thing is Krishna want us to even materially also we want to be happy. So Krishna is also helping by making us forget. And remembering and forgetfulness are meant to be happy in this world. We have to remember certain things to be happy, we have to forget certain things to be happy. Now, when you are giving punishment, I already told it's not for the action, it's a mentality. So hellish suffering is to change the mentality. So if a person is, we should, by reading this, we should know that I have to change my certain mentality, then I can come out of it. Like I give example, mother is very rich family, and if the child took the toy of the neighbor and came home, that means he stole the toy of the neighbor child. And the neighbor child came and complained, auntie, no, Bobby took my toy. Now, mother na, can purchase another new toy and give to the neighbor. She can give a bigger toy, she can give two toys, she has so much money. But she will not do like that. She will chastise her son and take back the toy and give to the neighbor child. And he or she will tell him to give back the toy. Now, why mother is chastising? She has money, na? She can give new toy. So, mother is not worried about money and other thing. She is more worried about the mentality of the child. She want him to rectify because it will cause more problem for him in the future. So if the child breaks some glass in the house, mother chastises. She can purchase new glass now. Why she is chastising? She has so much money. No, the chastisement is not for the glass. Chastisement is for the misbehavior, chastisement for the irresponsibility. So she want to make the child responsible. She want to make him understand the basic morality. So the mother's chastisement is child is not for the action, and Lord is million times more loving than his love. Whatever mother's love is from Lord only. So Lord is like mother, and his love for the living entity is so much. So now he want to rectify all of us. So when he is punishing, he is actually making us, and punishment is because of our false ego only. What happens is we identify with the body that is given to us, and anything happen to the body, we suffer. As such, there is no suffering to the soul. Lord is giving suffering. Like say, sometime the child is attached to a doll. I'll give example. And like you go to their house and the child is very attached to the doll, and you snatch the doll. The child is crying, and now child is doing some mischief, and you take the doll and you say the child, she is playing with the mobile and no, she is not giving. So you take the doll, you say, I'll take your doll. She'll say, no, 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 don't take. And then you say, I'll beat your doll, and the child starts crying. Arre, don't beat my doll. And you start beating the doll, the child is crying. As such, I am not beating the child. I am beating the doll, but because the child is so attached to the doll, she is crying. Similarly, the punishment in the hell is not given to the soul. It is given to the doll which the child is attached. Similarly, the punishment is given to the body which the soul is attached to. So we are attached to even that type of body. We will not. So the false ego is cause of the pain. Like now, why the child is crying if the doll is bitten? Because she has attachment. That's a false ego, the false identification. Same thing with us also. The hell, Lord is like, why such severe punishment Lord is giving? He's a tyrant. No, he is not giving punishment. He is telling, Array fool, you are attached to this body which you are not. Like how much we like the child is crying when you are beating the doll of the child, how much serious is that issue? It's not serious. It's a foolishness of the child. We cannot. We have to make her awaken her consciousness. Mother will say, "Arey, she is beating the doll. It's not you." The child don't understand that. Same thing with us. That's why acharyas come and they say, "Arey, Baba, the punishment, the suffering is not. You are not suffering. You should be blissful. You are enjoying. You are Krishna's servant." No, no, no. I am not getting a son. I am not getting married. I am not having a house. I am not getting a job. I am not having this. I am not having that. Array, this is all for the body. You don't need all these things. You just need to serve Krishna and everything is done. So we don't understand that much also. And then that itself is a hell. Not getting children, not having a house, not mother-in-law is not nice, father-in-law is not that itself is a hellish suffering for us. So it is all our bodily conception, our false ego is the hell. And now another important thing is we need not remember what we had in hell. We have to change our mentality. And why devotees don't have hellish suffering? The main reason is this, because they are ready to change their mentality. What is the mentality? As long as we want to enjoy, we will suffer in this world. That is for sure, whoever it may be. Devotees also will suffer because they have the mentality. They are not completely given up that mentality. See, what is sinful mentality? If I say I like, that is sinful mentality. Write it down. Whenever I say I like, we should know it is a sinful mentality. And that mentality will get punished. We may be devotee, non-devotee, whatever. Whoever says I will do whatever I like, he will be punished. If somebody may not be devotee, but he is doing what is right, not what I like, he will be happy in this world. That is the rule. The sinful mentality is I like, selfish mentality, whatever. So person gives up that, and that's what is Shastra comes. Tasma Shastra Pramanante. Do karya karya vyavastito. We should do according to the uh, we should do activity according to the Shastra, what Shastra is telling, not according to I like, I don't like. That is the main cause of suffering here. So I am telling many, many points. I don't know how much you will remember, but I wanted to cover all the topics in one day because I want to complete this chapter. I want to cover all the connecting topics. So the point is, we devotee na, see why devotee no suffering, no hell, because he is doing what Krishna wants. But but if we are not doing what Krishna wants, that is a sinful activity, and we get reaction for it. See, the laws of nature apply on everyone. Like traffic rules are there. Because we are a devotee, we cannot say traffic rules don't apply on me. No, we are going in traffic. You have to follow the traffic rules. But if ambulance is going, it did not follow the traffic rules. It will just no red, no everything. It can cut and go. For ambulance, no traffic rules. But all other vehicles, there is traffic rules. That similarly, when you are doing service to Krishna, then you do not follow any rules. Anytime there is no muhurta, nothing. Anytime you can do, and you will not get any reaction for it. But if I am doing my personal thing, then I have to follow the rules. Say if I want to open a temple, if I want to do some activity related to temple and all, directly to Krishna, when to go for book distribution, when to distribute prasadam, when to serve the deities, you need not look any muhurtas, nothing. But if you are doing a griha pravesha, if you are having upanayana samskara, or if you are doing any good activity for your personal house, family, marriage ceremony, that time we have to look for the chats, we have to see what is auspicious time and all. That means we have to follow the rules that time. So same thing, these rules of punishment are also applied on devotees. They may not go to hell, but they are already suffering because of the mentality wherever they are. See, if a devotee has pride, if a devotee has lust, envy, he will burn in that. That means he is already suffering hellish. He may not see Yamadutas, he may not see Yamaraj, but the punishment is not escaping. Punishment is there because punishment is not for the action, punishment is the mentality. If devotee has hellish mentality, he is serving Krishna, but he has his conditioning. The conditioning of envy is there. You people are saying, "Arey, he's a devotee. Why did he behave like that? He's cheating. He's doing it." Arey, he's cheating. Even though he's a devotee, he will get punishment. Punishment here only. He will not go to geographical location of hell, but he will get nice. I don't want to say what all he will get, but something Krishna will give. Punishment is there because you have that mentality. So, what is the mentality? From the desire to enjoy, we need to come to a mentality of desire to serve. So when we come to the desire to serve, then only we are free from all the sinful reactions, all the karma. Everything is freed only when we give up that mentality to enjoy here, and we are always in a mood to serve Krishna, always in a mood to serve the devotees. When we are having this complete mentality, then there is no hellish suffering. But if we are selfish, we have to suffer. Hell is not just geographical location, it's a mentality. Please understand. We are suffering. We cannot blame because of my mother-in-law I am suffering, because of my father-in-law I am suffering, because of my daughter-in-law, because of my wife, because of my husband, because of my children. No, 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 no. We are suffering because of our mentality. Krishna has arranged that situation for you to make you rectify the mentality. So when we go through that situation, instead of changing the situations, if we change our mindset, if we start becoming grateful, if we start becoming humble, if we start becoming tolerant, then Krishna says, "Good, good, good." Then he may wish to change the situation for us. We are always why we are what arrangements we are doing every time we want to change the situations in our life. We want to have a better house, we want to have comfortable this, comfortable that. Whole day people are working to change the situations. Why people are working? To maintain in the situation or the change the situations. We want to have a much better situation than what we are. But Krishna is telling, don't change your material situation, change your mindset. That is why sadhana is meant to. It is not that now I am living in a 2 BHK, let me go for 3 BHK, then 5 BHK, then big villa, then this. Krishna is telling, Array, don't change your material situation because you are always in hell only. Because your mind is in hell. Change your mindset, change your mentality. Then even if you are in a rented small place, still you can be the most blissful person. Even you are staying under the trees in Vrindavan, you can be most blissful person like Goswamis because their mindset is to serve. That is what is happiness and distress is not just the external situations which we are so giving so much time and energy and years of studies and years of career to change our external situations. And Krishna is telling, my God, when this fellow will understand, don't waste so much time in changing your external situation. Change your mind, change your consciousness, do sadhana. That is what is needed. Don't waste your time in all this nonsense. So it is not that we are doing wrong things, we are doing useless things, which is human life is meant for something else, and we are doing completely useless activities. That is the point. So here this verse is very important because you see the same action with different mindset, you are getting different punishment. And then Parikshit Maharaj, my dear Lord, are all hellish reasons outside the universe, within the covering of the universe, or in different places? And Sukadeva Goswami answered, all the hellish planets are situated in intermediate space between the three worlds, Garbhodaka. They lie on the southern side of the universe, beneath the Bhumandala, and slightly above the water of Garbhodaka. Pitraloka is also located in this region between Garbhodaka and lower planets. All the residents of Pitraloka, headed by Agni Shva, Tada, meditate in great samadhi on the supreme personality of Godhead, always wish their families well. Any questions, comments till now? You are clear with no questions. Good. Okay, Gail Mats.
Hi, Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, a few questions. Um, you remember when you were first talking about the difference in time, like the time dilation?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and in that context, you said something about um, how the living, and that's what you said. That's why the living entity in the hellish planets they forget. I didn't really catch the whole statement, but you talked about the living entity forgetting who's in the hellish planet, having to do with this, difference in time,
No, no.
how.
I told, we hear reincarnation cases, and we hear that after few years they are born as so and so. After few years they have come back again in this. They are born in certain house and families. So when we hear
Uh,
that, so I was telling that they must be in hell also for long time, but because the time gap is different in hell, that's why it looks like they have come back. Array, they didn't go to hell, they have come back immediately. Means they died and they come back immediately into another house. They are born again. But even if they stay in hell for so much time, also it will just take 1 year here. That means 10,000 years they stayed in hell and came back and took birth in another house. It looks
mhm.
like they didn't
Didn't
go to hell
stay so
only.
long.
They didn't go to hell only. No, they already went and came. They stayed so long. We'll not know. I'm telling because the time gap is like that. We will not know whether they went or not because the time is like that. That is my point.
Okay. Also, um, I'm trying to understand because, in Balam Shakti Prabhu's class too, a couple of classes ago, there was also this discussion about um, the fact that punishment, the hell, the hellish punishment is not rectification, you know? I'm just trying to, I really didn't understand how is it that we are punished by being sent to a hellish planet, but I mean, is the punishment for the purpose of rectification or not? It's a confusion because, on the one hand, it is said that it's just the price you pay for whatever you did, but on the other hand, um, is not meant to punish in that sense because you know if we are if a gun is put to our head every time we do something bad, it's like impinging on our free will. So anyway, there's some confusion for me as to whether the punishment we get is for rectification or not. Because
Did you
Bhagavan
understand
was
what I means? You are clear with what I explained to you.
well, you said that you know Krishna is trying to change our mentality.
Yeah, you agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Something is so bothering me because
See, I am
I
telling, like, say, if a mother is punishing the child, why she is punishing? She's out of envy, she is punishing, or jealous, why she is punishing?
no, she wants the child to change.
So Lord is also mother. Lord is telling, I am the mother, and Suniti is telling, Lord has a love of 10 million mothers. So he loves the living entity.
Okay, here's one of my problems. My problem is that we actually don't often remember the connection between what we did and the punishment that we're getting for it. And
That's
so
what I'm
if
telling. We may not remember the action. We have to change our mindset. That's all. We need not remember. See, now do you remember all the punishments your mother gave in your childhood to you?
no,
All the time out. Do you remember them?
no, and if I don't remember them,
But
then
no, you need not remember. But you have changed so much of you are grown up, and so many things we have learned because of that punishments. We don't remember the punishment, but we have changed. Now, table manners and manners, certain things, dealing with neighbors, dealing with relatives, all these things our mother taught. Sometimes we did mistakes. Mother chastised that. We don't remember the chastisement, but now we are behaving properly. Did you behave properly on your own and because of your mother's training? And when your mother is training, did he chastise you or not?
yeah,
So now you don't
so
remember the chastisement, but you are able to, you are change yourself. Your training is because of your mother only. Now, whatever you are from the childhood, whatever you have grown up, the mindset and all, it is because of your mother's training or not. At least some of the things.
mhm,
And now, do you remember all the chastisements she gave you while doing the training, while training you?
no,
Yes or no?
I said no.
So, but you changed. So, same thing. Lord is giving punishment. We don't remember punishment, but we have changed. So, that is the point. But what happens now after change, we come back. Again, we associate with modes of mental nature and wrong association. Again, we do wrong. Again, Lord punishes. Again, we do wrong. And one fine time we get association of devotee and we'll change our mentality completely and we'll come out of this material world. That's how it happens. So the same thing happens the prisoners. They come, and that is the problem with Parikshit Maharaj. The same thing is going to ask next chapter. Are you are punishing, but this fellow is not changing the mentality only. Then Lord, so they will say, yeah, that's why bhakti is needed. So what is happening is living entities are going to hell and changing for some time, again coming back, again doing the same thing. And that is the problem which Parikshit Maharaj had. He said people are not changing the mentality only. Mentality can be changed only by bhakti. So some mentality is changed. Like say the why there is a prison house in the country. Not that the government is against the citizens. It want to help the citizens, but there will be some people who are going to do mischief. And by keeping them in prison for some time, it is protecting the other good citizens for some time. Also, they will be afraid. Some of them they rectify also. Some of them they become good. They will stop doing all nonsensical activities. And some of them they become they will continue after coming out also. Some of them they will not. So, like I will give an example. What happened in Hyderabad? There used to be chain snatchers. So they used to go on bike and they used to suddenly snatch the chains from the lady's neck. So there
Mm-hmm.
was and they were caught, and the punishment is like 3 months, 6 months in prison. So one person, he did 12 to 14 times he was caught snatching chains, and every time he was getting punishment and he's getting released also because the punishment is only for 3 months. And because of that, there are many cases of chain snatchers. It was increasing. Chain
Mm-hmm.
snatchers, the cases are increasing. So what the police did, they caught this fellow one time and they shot him dead. They said encounter. India has this one system that this person is running away. He took a gun from our pocket and he tried to kill us. So out of protection, we killed him. So they killed one of this chain snatcher who was very prominent and who did many times. Immediately, all the chain snatcher cases reduced. Immediately, the cases reduced. Why? Out of fear. Array, if you do, they will encounter us. They'll kill us. The police is going to kill us. So immediately they stopped. So the point is what? By hearing these things, array, this is the punishment you are going to get, and this is what will happen. And like Prabhupada disciple, Prabhupada time he left the movement. He was practicing for few years and he left. And what happened is he want to do regular karmic activities and all. And he went to some hotel. He was staying there, and there some devotees they kept fifth canto Bhagavatam, and he read all the hellish descriptions because he went and he started drinking, smoking, and everything he wanted. He is trying to enjoy, and suddenly he got this book, fifth canto. After reading all the hellish sufferings, immediately came back and joined the temple again. So some people will definitely rectify by hearing these descriptions and by seeing what is going to happen, and some people may not change. So both are possible like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Prabhu, you know, the Brahmanas, I think we said that the Brahmanas' punishment, they would not be very severe, I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they who know best, I would think they should suffer more because they know better.
I didn't get
But
the question.
yeah, I was saying that their punishment is the least severe, but I would think that theirs would be the most severe since they know better. They know what is right, what is wrong. Yet they do anyway.
No, no, how it is, I understood your point that because if you know, you should be more punished. It is,
Yeah.
see, for now, for a more elevated person, just little chastisement itself is a big punishment. Like, say, now,
Mm.
if we did something wrong, like, if somebody comes and says, Mataji, I didn't expect this from you. That itself is a
Mm.
punishment for us. They need not say
Yeah.
any word also. Just by
Yeah.
saying, I didn't expect this from you itself is like a hell is suffering for us. Arey, why did I do it? So they
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
So the more you are elevated in consciousness, na, the punishment
Hmm.
need not be more physical. If somebody is a Shudra, na, he should beat him in the cane so that he will understand that he did wrong. For a Brahmana, you need not beat him like that. You just have to tell, I didn't expect this from you. Immediately he will feel, Arey, how did I end up like this? So, more you are elevated, the it should not. Like for
More
children,
sensitive. You become more
yeah,
sensitive.
yeah, like that.
Mm. Yeah. And lastly, oh no, it's still the brahmanas. So we said that the kshatriyas, they're not in a position, they don't have a right to punish the brahmanas, right?
Because they are in higher consciousness. Na, Brahmanas are higher consciousness Kshatriya, so they cannot punish. Like say if Maharaj, if some senior devotee in ISKCON did wrong, juniors cannot
Yeah.
punish him. There should be somebody who's above him can punish him. So they are in a
But
higher state. So the same
that
thing,
seems more like
Kshatriya,
a,
huh?
I was gonna say that seems more due to an etiquette thing.
Etiquette thing, yes.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, and just one last thing is about punishment is yes, Krishna wants to correct our mentality, we,
Yeah,
whether we are devotee or not, right? He
yeah.
wants to correct everybody's mentality, but um, so it's according to our consciousness, but it's a combination, right? It's a combination of consciousness and the activity that will determine the punishment.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not. In other words, it's not just mentality. It's both together. No.
Yeah. Because of that mentality, you did that action. Na? It is connected only. Why did you end up in that activity
Oh,
if you don't have that
yeah,
mindset?
yeah. Oh, okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that is- Okay. Radhika Sevikam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you or any other devotee in the forum just cite us by an example so we can understand it clearly? That one person is suffering hell because of his envious mentality, he's in ignorance. The other person knows what is right and wrong, but he can't control his anger. And the third case, he's performing an act out of because he's an atheist. So, anybody can give an example and we can understand the three types of sins.
Oh, means here very specific example is not given, but we can know from our own personal life, like that means what we have seen around. Uh,
It's like sometimes if there's an argument, we get totally bewildered, like buddhi samoha, and like we are not absolutely conscious, totally bewildered and delusioned. So we are totally in a fury, and we've considered and we've committed an act out of complete ignorance in a fit of anger. And in the other case, we know this is right or wrong. Or suppose, let's say an example, we're dealing with an elderly person, and we know that yeah, we are supposed to respect the person, but somehow because we just get angry and we just unleash ourselves very badly, knowingly also that this is wrong because we can't control it. And in the third circumstances, like you said, it's that we don't believe. So the third person, he doesn't have any guilt, and he knows, even if he knows he's doing wrong, he doesn't have any guilt, any fear of God. So is that how it is?
like say now there are within our society also we can see some are atheistic people.
Mm,
So their suffering is much much more than anybody else. Like say when we are like some person is some he has some faith in God. Even
mm,
when he's suffering, na, he knows, "Arre, maybe I did some wrong activity in my past. That's why I'm suffering." So he is little more, even though he's going through suffering, he has a little bit peace in himself because he knows this is my own किया करता क्या कर सकते हैं हमारा बुरा कर्म है. So he
mm,
has some thought in that direction.
mm,
But somebody is atheistic, na, he will always be very, very upset and angry. He says, "Why should I go through these things? Why should I go through these things?" Because he's not accepting that this must be your own reaction. If you accept, na, that itself will give so much peace of mind, your
mm,
understanding. It is not that just like the same situation, two people are going. One person is little peaceful. आपका you know you lost the business, or you lost this, your car got broken, this that, he can be peaceful. He said, yeah, what can I do, my karma is like that. So he is peaceful because he already accepted, he has some faith. But somebody is atheistic, he cannot tolerate only. He said, मेरे साथ हो ही नहीं सकता है." I said, that is because the mindset is very polluted. So more we are atheistic, na, more it becomes difficult to accept the reversals in life. So
okay.
that's why the punishment is more. And if you know right and wrong, then it is, and still we are doing, then also the punishment is little more compared to complete ignorance. Like child is doing something wrong, the punishment is little less till age of
Mhm,
7 and 8 because he don't know anything. But
mhm,
after that, if the child is doing little very badly, then the parents will punish. They
mhm.
say, "Arey, how can you do this?" So the point is, the mindset is seen. Arey, this fellow is becoming more and more wrong. So he should be more punished.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Deepa Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Dandapranam. Prabhuji, you
Hello.
talked about hellish condition being not just a geographical uh, location, but actually a mentality. So, do we understand it as like
It is
while we are,
also mentality is not just
yeah,
geographical location. Yeah.
that's what. So, which means that while we are alive, if, whatever suffering is there, and we feel as if like it is hellish condition, it's basically the mentality that is being punished for a reformation or correction. And
Yes.
after
Yes.
death, if one does not get corrected, then still goes to a geographical location, and that is what is described in this the
Yes.
position sthanam. Is
Yes.
that
Yes.
how we should understand it?
Yes, yes, perfect. Actually, see, if somebody is eating non-veg, he killed so many animals and he killed. By the
Hmm.
end of his life, he does not rectify, he will go to hell. If he has rectified, like many of the
Hmm.
devotees, no, they were having this, they used to eat meat
Non-veg.
before coming to Krishna conscious. Now
Hmm.
they change the mentality. Now they are becoming non-violent.
Hmm.
So now should they go to hell? No, they will not go to hell because they change themselves. But that's
Hmm.
what Krishna is telling. Even Ravana comes and says, I changed, I surrender.
Hmm.
Ram is telling, okay, Sakrit eva prapannoyam. Even one time he comes and says, okay, I changed. Lord is
Hmm.
ready to forgive. Why? Even for Ravana is ready. who
Hmm.
did who made so many living entities cry. But Lord don't
Hmm.
have problem in forgiving Ravana also because he
Hmm.
is like very loving mother.
Hmm.
It is
All he
not,
needs is correction and
he need to see
reform,
that we change.
the change, transformation.
Yes.
So immediately after death, Prabhuji, the subtle body that it experienced, like whatever is written in Garuda Puran, ki, okay, the 13 days journey, it goes like this across the Vaitarani river. All that happens in reality, or it happens. It feels like you are crossing a ocean of blood, mucus, and is it a feeling that the subtle body is experiencing, or really actually crosses like that?
Oh, it
Really,
goes. Really, it happens.
okay.
Yes.
It's not just a feeling, kya cha. I'm feeling like this is happening. I'm feeling like there are
No, no, it happens.
frying in the oil and things like that.
It is geographically there. That place is there, and that is happening also.
This is happening also.
Hmm.
Okay, Prabhuji. Actually, recently, in our family, there is a death, and uh, that is my Pednan Garu. He is actually a communist. So, and we tried to convince a lot that please do the rituals, please don't let the soul suffer. But actually, he had written off his body for donation to the hospital for future anatomy. It will be useful for the students and things like that. But we were talking about this exact thing. The son was also fighting for the same thing, that let us do the rituals. But mother and all the relatives, they were all saying his last wish should be respected. So me, my dad, and my Anaya, only three of us were on this side, and the other side, the whole of the family was actually contesting for the that his last wish should be respected. So we try to convince, but this is what exactly I was telling. It didn't happen that way.
Yeah, very unfortunate for him. What can you do?
So there is no method. Now he's conducting the rituals, Prabhuji, my brother. He's doing, like in seclusion, he's doing the rituals. They said because other communists will feel bad. So you do in seclusion, no need to tell the public. So then what is the status? Like, does it help for my uncle? Does it help in any way if we are doing, and what exactly can be done?
See what happens now. People who have so much bodily consciousness, na, they continue to be attached to the body. They may
Hmm.
emotionally tell that give my body to research and all, but their attachment to the body does not go so easily because that is the source of their enjoyment.
Hmm.
So when they leave the body, they continue to be with the body or in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when you go and burn the body, then they understand that I don't have body only now. So they peacefully go for the next destination. That's why we burn the body.
Hmm.
So that the living entities transferred to the next level will become easy. So
Okay.
after seeing that, "Arey, I don't have any more body," and then he sees all the relatives, friends come on the 13th day, looks at
Hmm.
everyone, and then he peacefully goes to the next destination. But
Hmm.
now your body is still there in the laboratory and you are still attached to the body. Then you go to
Hmm.
the lab where your body is there in the hospital and you are just saying there, my body, my body. See, anything we are attached, no, we want to be with that object.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and the highest attachment we have of all the things is our body only.
Hmm.
And we continue to be with the body. So then the problem comes.
So it is the soul which has chosen that way. So any amount of rituals
Now,
that my
if
brother is doing,
no,
is it
no,
going
he
to
is
help?
not soul that is choosing. It is the mind that is choosing.
Yes, exactly.
Emotionally,
That
he is because his
subtle body.
understanding and all, his
Hmm.
emotional state made him choose like that. So now what happened is now he has, if uh, if he is still like that, then it will become, uh, what do you
Great.
say, if he is
Later.
difficult for him. But
Hmm.
anyway, his son is doing some rituals that will give peace to the soul, and he may
Mm-hmm.
go for the next destination.
It will still, it can still go to the next destination
Because
without the
he is
dahana
getting,
samskar.
no, no, it can go.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Rukrani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, no problem.
Prabhuji, in that important purport you gave, no, to explain, no, Prabhuji, that third purport. So in that it is written, no, Prabhuji, the, if one acts in the mode of ignorance because of madness, his resulting misery is the least severe. It is given, no, Prabhuji, in the purport.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Prabhuji, so ignorance is not bliss, no, Prabhuji. Even if you are doing out of madness, you are committing some mistakes only. Generally, we say, no, Prabhuji, in the material also, if you don't know the laws, if you do, uh, you will be get punished. You will get punished, no, Prabhuji, even if you do theft or some
Let's say you take a small child, he is in ignorance. Now, if we will not give much punishment to child because he is ignorant, it is talking at that level. Like if is two children are there, one is 5 year old and one is 12 year old, and both of them
Okay.
did mistake. Who will get more punishment, more chastisement? 12 year
12
or
years.
5 year?
Yes. Yeah.
Why 5 year old you don't? Because he's ignorant, he's child. At 12,
Oh,
you
yeah.
expect that he should know what is right wrong.
Yes.
So that's the point.
That is
So
the
the
no. Even if
chastisement.
he is a grown-up person, also it should be he should be considered like that. Prabhuji.
Grown up in the sense, we are ignorant about the basic laws of this creation only.
Ah.
So that is what it is considering. It is not
Okay.
considering like say we are we don't know that like many of them they don't know meat eating is wrong in the Western countries. They think
Hmm.
that is the norm only.
Yeah.
And in India, if they eat meat, they get more punished than if they eat in Western countries.
Ah.
Because in India, people know that it is not supposed to be done. And you
Okay.
do it, you get more punishment in India. That's why when Nepal, now, when the bulls were killed, immediately the earthquake came. Why in Bhuj, the Gujarat also there was earthquake because so many cows were killed that time. So
Yeah.
immediately earthquake came. Why did it come? Why it is not coming in America? Every day they are killing.
Hmm.
Because for them they are in ignorance, so their punishment is not so severe. But if you do in India wrong activity, you get more punishment.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, Matri? Yeah.
Haribol Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Karunamai Devi Dasi speaking.
Yes, ma'am.
Prabhuji, thank you very much for your clarity in so many subjects. And but in continuation to Mataji's question, there are people of Indian origin staying abroad who very well know the Shastra. I mean, not very well, but they are aware of our Shastra and the punishment, and yet they continue to have non-veg and also would, like you're saying, the punishment would be less in Western countries or in the far eastern countries like Japan and all, where they are ignorant of our Shastra. But Indians staying there who know our Shastra or people who are studying the Shastra, and if they continue to have, won't the punishment be same?
They'll get nicely, severely punished.
Who are staying abroad also and yet they indulge in having
Yeah, because they know that this is wrong, but still they are doing it. That's why we are told, na, why it is very dangerous to go to such places because that association will make you do wrong things. They
okay.
drink alcohol, it's a norm. That is a common thing to drink alcohol, to eat
Yes.
non-veg. It's a common thing for them. So they think it's normal only, but it is not normal for you because you are
Mhm.
coming from India. So you'll get more severely punished.
Okay. Mhm. And
That is why people go to Ganga, why people go to Kumbh Mela. They know that they have done so many wrong, and there is an advantage in India. You have these holy places, holy places, so that you can be free from all these things, whatever unknowingly, knowingly you did. So that's why we should not stay away from Ganges. So if you are going away from this country, means you are going away from Ganges, and that's such a dangerous thing to happen in life.
Mhm. Yes. And secondly, Prabhuji, in the the Mataji had asked a question relating to the death of her relative. So even I lost my mother last month, and my father and sister were insisting on not doing any rituals. They just wanted to read the Bhagavatam and chant. That's it. They didn't want to do. But as a married daughter, I said, no, I will do, knowing that these are important, to do the last rituals, which will help the soul to get released. So, is a daughter allowed to do in play if there's no son doing the
Actually,
ritual?
reading Bhagavatam is also a ritual, Mataji. That is also proper ritual only.
Okay, okay.
That will also help. Basically, na, we
Huh.
have to make the soul peaceful. Your
Huh.
mother should be peaceful. When she is peaceful, na,
Huh.
basically what happens, see now, for us now, we are separated from only one person, but she is separated from all of us. That means
Huh.
the pain she is going through is so much.
Yes,
So
yes.
basically, all these rituals now will make her peaceful and she can go to the next destination peacefully.
Yes,
So
yes.
that is the main purpose. So when
Okay.
she is given all this, if we are sitting and reading Bhagavatam for her, then she'll become more peaceful. The
Okay.
soul becomes peaceful and they go to the next destination. So that is also a ritual only. So not
Okay.
that is also will work.
So that doing that barwa, terwa, all that is not necessary.
See, that is also important, but this is more important than that. If you have a proper priest who is doing, that is
Yes.
important also because and Bharava Terva is what? You have to call all your relatives, whomever she knows, we should call all of them and feed them because she will look at all of them one time and then she will be peaceful and then she can go to the next. It's like say
Okay.
last time she is meeting all of them. That's why all of them they come. So that's why we should do Bharava, Terava and all. And
Okay.
every month when she is going for next destination, every month is one day for her. So we feed her every month. So every
Okay.
month you should give some to Brahmanas feed so that through Brahmana she will get her food. And
Okay.
every year we have to do. So what is Shraddha ceremony? See, when Acharya's appearance, disappearance come, what we do on the Acharya's disappearance day? We celebrate. How we celebrate? We offer prasadam to the Lord, bhoga to the Lord, and that
Yes.
bhoga we offer to the Acharyas.
Right.
So, and then we feed the Vaishnavas. So
Huh.
same thing we should do on the disappearance 1 year of your mother. You should call Vaishnavas to home, do kirtan, feed prasadam to the Vaishnavas. In that way, your mother will get it. So that's how we
And
do. So the
or
ritual,
we
we do
can
not
do it
chant the
in the
mantras, we do kirtan.
huh. And also we can do it in the temple. If we can't do it at home, then we can do it in the temple.
Yeah, we can feed the Vaishnavas in the temple. Yes.
Temple.
Brahman
Okay.
Bhojan, we can give
Brahman
it to.
Bhojan. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yes. So then, in now that we've done the Barwa Teva, but we didn't do the Barsi. So Barsi is important to do, Prabhuji.
What?
The after we did the rituals of the Barwa Terwa, there's one more ritual called the Barsi, which is the final ritual. So is that necessary to do?
What do you do in that ritual?
Actually, even I don't know, but they said कि बरसी करनी चाहिए so that the soul gets released, gets detached, gets released from
So
the
some
attachment.
see if for your mother she is initiated devotee,
No, no, she's not
then she has
initiated in ISKCON, but she's initiated in the Pushti Marg Sampradaya,
so
the
in Pushti
Vallabhacharya.
Marg they do it, Vallabhacharya they do it.
I think so. They do it because I follow
Then
ISKCON,
you
so
should
I
do
don't
for her. It's not for you, but for her you can
know.
do it.
Okay, all right. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Uh, Deepamata, you still have question or it's some previous? Arjuni Gopi Mataji.
Suji Dandot Pranam.
Understand.
So basically, I had two questions, Prabhu. One was I just put in the chat sometime back. The relativity of time, that is, because in Gadut Purana, I think it mentions that 1 year in the low planetary systems is just 1 day year. So sorry, 1 day in the low planetary systems is 1 year. Yeah, that's why every year we have to do the Shraddha Kriya so that the soul who has left gets Krishna
That is
Prasad.
for Pitraloka Mataji, Pitraloka.
Oh, that's for Pitraloka. Okay, okay.
Pitraloka is considered like heavenly planet.
Okay. And then the lower planetary systems, they are faster paced, is it? Like you said, you were giving an
It goes
example of
very
the
fast time. Ours is slow compared to
okay,
them.
okay, okay. I got you. Please. And the other question is, regarding uh, the what do you say, the Antim Sanskaras and others. Like Bhagavatam reading, that's
I mean, that's what we should be doing. But how important are the rituals for the devotee? Like, are they necessary to be done, or just reading Bhagavad and doing kirtan and feeding the Vaishnavas is good enough? I mean, same. We lost my Prabhuji's Attai, Buaji, and we did the
Yeah.
rituals. But one time I asked Balram Shakti Prabhu also in the class. In Bhagavad Gita, he said that in Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada clearly writes in the purport that for devotees, these things are not a must because just by surrendering to Krishna, Krishna takes care. So for a devotee, are the final rituals, Antim Sanskar, Antishti, required? I mean, or we just depend on Krishna and do the devotional activities for the soul?
See, we are all doing rituals only. We go there and kirtan is done, and devotees are coming. You are feeding the devotees. So these are all rituals only. We are not stopping doing ritual, but we are doing in a devotional way. That's all. You are feeding Vaishnavas. That's the ritual. So instead of calling caste Brahmanas, you are calling devotees and feeding them. So for us,
Mhm.
this is Lord will accept. See, when you feed Brahmanas through the mouth of Brahmanas, Lord accepts. And you are calling more than Brahmanas, they are Vaishnavas. So Lord will accept through the mouth of Vaishnavas also. So you are feeding Lord only. And that prasad will go to that will give the soul food part. So we are doing ritual, but we are not doing ritual in a karma kande way. We are doing in a more devotional way. So that's the thing. Not that we are not doing rituals are needed for us also, but we are more into devotional rituals than like say Vrindavan temple opening, and there were rituals happening. Prabhupada told devotees to do kirtan, and both are rituals only. But Prabhupada had more faith in the kirtan than the mantras. Prabhupada said Krishna Balaram did not come because of their chanting mantras. Krishna Balaram came because devotees are doing kirtan. So our rituals are in a devotional way. So that is the main difference. So for us, even like say you have to call some devotees to home, do kirtan and perform all these things. That's sufficient for us. And if the person who left is not a devotee or he has faith in these things, then you do for that soul. Like say if his Prabhu is not a devotee, she has faith in these things, then you should do for her, not for us. You're understanding the difference?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So we are doing that.
Ah.
We are doing that.
Because
Just
she
taking
has
the
faith in that, that's why you have to do, not for you.
correct. But then
We
how
need
about the
not have
other?
faith in that. We have to do it
Uh,
because that soul who left, na, she will be satisfied because something is done for her.
Correct, correct. And Prabhu, how about
Yeah.
so this is we are speaking of the Antyeshti, the final ritual samskara. What about the other thing? Like I'm not speaking of the samskaras, but say someone is not getting married, they are advised by priest, even it's on priest, it's not priest, but it's on astrologers that you need to do this puja, that puja, and then in that despair, they do those pujas, which are probably something like karma kanda. So, I mean, is karma kanda good for devotees? We should abstain from it and just surrender to the Lord, or I mean, just want to understand on this
If
aspect
I
also.
if I am priest in Karma Kanda and come to ISKCON, then I will make my business if people do that activity.
Oh,
Otherwise, I will I get my income. So I encourage only. So I'll encourage because that is the source of my income. That's what. So
oh,
they say, अरे ये काम करो, ये पूजा कीजिए, क्यों कीजिए? क्योंकि मुझे दक्षिणा मिले.
oh, oh, oh.
Yeah.
No,
So,
but if we are taking care of devotees, do we recommend these things to them? If someone is not getting married, not going through a tough time in life due to whatever purva papa. So, do we recommend some rituals, or we just say depend on Krishna and he will do the needful?
no, we can do Krishna conscious rituals are there. Say if they have some problems with some planets, then related to that there is directly connected to Vishnu. So we can do like that also. So there are things which can be done in a devotional way. They still feel that I have. See, basically, that situation is given to us because of our wrong actions.
Yes.
And Krishna to rectify that mentality, but we are not able to do it. So, and we don't want to go to that pain so severely is happening now. Like, say, somebody is not having children, then they're going through so much social pressure, pain, and other things, and they
Yes.
are not able to handle it. So, Krishna says, like Chitraketu Maharaj,
Mm.
he tried, he was not getting children, he married 1 million women to get child.
Mm.
Still did not get. That means Krishna is telling, Array, no, don't try. Still he was so desperate. Then
Oh.
Angira Muni comes and says, okay, you want not take it. But give him the name Harshashoka.
Oh.
And when the child dies, then Chitraketu Maharaj understood that I don't need actually the child.
Oh.
But he has to go through pain to get it. So if the
Oh.
child is not coming, he should know that maybe it is not needed. Krishna don't want that for me. So let it be, na. I will practice like this and I'll perfect my life. Maybe I did something wrong. I might have did some wrong activity in previous life. That's why I'm not having a child now. So you
Oh.
accept it and you move on. Then there is no problem. But you are so desperate and then you do all this, that, the rituals. Then you have problem. So then Lord, okay, you do rituals and then you try to get. And after doing also the karma which you have to go through, like not having child, you have some problem. After having child, not the same problem will come in a different way.
Correct.
But your point will come only. Like I so much remember one of my cousin, like my aunt say, better not have a child only. Why this is born? It's so dangerous that she felt that it is better not to have a child. That's actually
So
what
thank you,
happened
everybody.
to him also.
Hare
He
Krishna.
said people who are not having child are unfortunate. Who are having child, then he says, "Hey, people don't have children are fortunate because I have such a child like Anga." Then he says, no, no. Actually, to have a child like Anga is much more fortunate because it detaches from this material and he leaves the world and he goes to forest. So, so having child is such a big misfortune. Why did he get that realization? Because his son was so dangerous. So sometimes having son is more misery than not having also. So Lord is trying to help us, but we are not ready. We are not ready to accept the reality. So then Lord is okay, fine, what can we do? So all these rituals are there, spiritual rituals are there. You can go, say you are having some issues. There are some Vishnu temples. You go there and you can get your desire fulfilled. So instead of going through damage, better go to Vishnu, right? Oh, I lost you. You want to ask further? You can raise your hands. I'll unmute you. Gail Mata, you still have some questions?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, just following up on a few of these things here. Um, well, one thing is we say that when someone dies, right, that we should feed the brahmanas, and by feeding the brahmanas, Vishnu accepts that bhoga, I guess, and then
Yes.
in that way it gets to the let's say the relatives get fed that prasadam. No, is that how it
Yes.
works? Okay, so I mean, I'm just wondering why it just seems a little backwards to how we normally do, right? We feed Vishnu, and then everybody gets Vishnu's remnants. So why in this case?
Yeah.
We feed Brahmanas first, and then
No, no, no. We offer to Vishnu only. We offer to Vishnu, and Vishnu Prasad only we give to devotees. But that is also an indication. Lord Himself says, I accept the bhoga through the mouth of Brahmanas. So He's pleased. If you are feeding, Lord accepting means He's pleased. So He say, if I am coming to your house and I'm giving to your child, your mother, and your brother, all your relatives, I have nicely giving them some gifts. So you'll be very pleased. That means you are accepting my offering. If I am doing to them, you are accepting it. That's why you are pleased, na? Say I go to home and a small child is there in the home. I brought some toffee, a chocolate, or ice cream to the child. So mother is very
Mhm.
happy. Why mother is
Yeah.
happy? I didn't give to the mother, no, but I gave to the child. So mother is accepting that offering to as if I am giving to her only, even though I am giving to the
Oh,
child. So when we give to Vaishnavas, Lord is accepting it as if we are giving to him only, like that.
okay. Yeah. So I understand that, but you said that we are also offering it to we're offering it to
Ah,
Vishnu.
we offer when devotees come to home, we give them prasad only. Na? That means we are already offered to Krishna. We don't give bhoga to them.
Yeah, and so you're saying Vishnu is pleased that we're giving the brahmanas prasadam.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and then so now the ancestors or the those who have died, how do they receive the blessing of prasadam? They have transmigrated into next body already, no?
Yeah, it is the settled food that goes to them. It's not the gross one which you give them. Like how Lord is accepting our bhoga. It is settled, no? It's not gross.
So even though they've transmigrated somehow or other, I guess
Yeah,
it's
they get the credit.
the
They get,
it
yeah,
means
they get,
they get credit. That's what it means.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Okay. And also when you were speaking to Mataji, you were saying that sometimes what were you saying that sometimes the performance of these pujas is a way for people to make money?
She is telling some of the devotees are also recommending to do this. I am telling it is a business for them because if you do ritual, they'll get some donation because they are the people who perform it.
But
See,
then there's some,
I am performing a ritual, so now I am recommending it. So then you'll come to me na, to get that ritual done. So I recommend only.
yeah, but some perform these rituals to get benefit for the temple that they're serving. No?
For temple kirtan is sufficient. They don't need to do all these rituals.
Hmm.
Means at
Okay.
least I don't have that faith on it.
Uh-huh.
Previously I did,
Okay.
but now I don't have faith in that.
Uh-huh.
I feel
Um,
kirtan is sufficient.
yeah, yeah, I like that faith. Um, reaction to, oh, yeah, there was, you remember when you were talking about, you know, those in India, they know better, so their reaction is more if they're killing animals. What was it
Yeah.
you said was, what happened in, I don't know, India or Nepal? They were killing so many pigs. What did you
No,
say
they killed
happened?
so many bulls. Immediately there was an earthquake there, and many people died
Oh,
because of. Same thing happened in Gujarat also. There is earthquake because there was a butcher house where cows were slaughtered. So immediately earthquake came there. So in India the reaction is very heavy compared to other places.
but how were you able to connect the earthquake to the killing of the bulls?
Why should earthquake come and kill so many? It's a punishment by Lord, na?
Yeah, but
You are not supposed to kill animals like that ruthlessly, and you are killing them in the name of some bogus sacrifice. So immediately you get punished. Then you understand,
yeah, yeah,
okay, we should not do it.
No, but I mean to say so many wrong things are happening, right? How
Yeah, so
did you
many
make
wrong
the?
things are happening, so many punishments are also happening. That's the reason. So it's not why people are suffering is because they are doing these things. So, so many wrong things are happening, but this happened in a mass level. They killed some 2,000, 2 lakh bulls, they killed something. Immediately within 1 week, they got an earthquake. So it looks like a
Oh, okay.
connection between them.
Oh, oh, okay, okay. It was the time. It was the time connection.
Immediately it happened, yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. Wow. Wow. I mean, but why were so many? Why did they kill so many bulls like that en masse?
They foolishly got some ritual, which is some bogus ritual. Say some people are like this only. Some unauthorized rituals. This will come, and people think, oh, this is something very serious. We should do without any authorization. They do, and then they end up in like this misery.
Wow. Okay, just one last thing, Prabhu, is you know, in the hellish planets, their 1 year is our 1 day. But
Yeah.
for Pitchaloka, what is it? The time difference.
Pitraloka is our 6 months. Our 1 year is 1 day for them.
1 day is our 1 year. So that seems, I mean,
That means their
when it comes to,
our 365 years is their 1 year.
yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, I mean, geographically, I don't know how to put this question. Geographically,
It is
how
down, it is below, but still it is like that
below
only.
is below what? But it's not below hellish planets.
No, no, it is that geographically it is near hellish planets, but the calculations are different for that planet. It is like heavenly planet only. Pitraloka is like heavenly planet.
Yeah, so like something that's like a heavenly planet, why is it so far down?
I don't know. You should ask Brahma. He created. Why are you penalizing him?
but but to go to Pitchaloka, you have to have it's by pious
So much
credits.
bias credits, yeah.
But I just wonder why you go there instead of to some heavenly planet. But I know you said it's like a heavenly planet, but I mean, I wonder what's
Um,
the difference. Why a heavenly like planet is down there, but Swarga is more above,
if
and you
you
need
so
to
much
wait.
want to inquire all these things, then you'll end up in Brahmaloka. Forget about it.
Okay, well that put an end to
Better to
my
go to
question.
spiritual world. Why you are stuck up with location.
Yeah, okay, that puts an end to my question then. I don't want to.
You are questioning Brahma's creation. He'll be upset with you.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
So, so there is one question. Does your mentality change you for better after the hellish punishment, even when you don't remember? No, it does not, because that's the reason Parikshit Maharaj is going to ask for the next one. Yeah, we have one more question. Okay, two more. Yes, Arjuni Mataji.
Prabhu, just a small question, and also this Nepal. I just wanted to give the detail of that earthquake. It happened in the Bhaktapur Darbar, which was one of the most like highly visited tourist places. A lot of cultural and spiritual significance. And the heart of that earthquake was in Bhaktapur Square, which had like tall, huge temples, and most of them were erased to the ground. Uh, Secondly, my question was like sometimes as devotees, we know in the heart of hearts that I am not giving 100% of my surrender to the Lord. So we tend to perform rituals just as a add-on feature. Okay, my devotional service. I don't know how how surrendered I am. So let me do the rituals as a what do you say for an additional benefit. I mean, how good or bad is this mentality, and how to counter that?
Uh, we need not, because for us the biggest ritual is reading Bhagavad. If you have that ritualistic mentality, then you do Bhagavad Parayana for complete, just reading all the shlokas of Bhagavatam within 1 week. So you do Parayana of Bhagavatam only. If you are doing, you want to do in a ritual, better do ritual of Bhagavatam only. Now, why to do any other rituals then? So do ritual of reading Bhagavad Gita, do ritual of Bhagavatam, do spiritual rituals. Like you arrange a 3 hours kirtan at home. That is also a ritual. So you have a ritualistic mentality, you do in a spiritual way. So that will benefit you. Why to do in a why to do material ritual? This karma kandi rituals. So that ritual
Yes,
also will work.
yes, no. But
Like if you are if you are doing this also will work.
no, especially I'm asking this in context of advising devotees. If suppose we are taking care of some devotees and we have to guide them. Sometimes they are
So
some of them remain
I think
frustrated.
I should write one book on what all rituals can be done spiritually. If you
Yeah,
have
Prabhu,
problem with
definitely.
husband, these rituals, read
No, not
Bhagavatam
like
this
that.
chapter to this chapter this many times, 21 times of sixth chapter. Fifth chapter. And if you have problem with your in-laws, then you read the fourth canto, second chapter to seventh chapter, Daksha's pastime. If you have problem with your father-in-law, this chapter. And this many times, 108 times. So go. So we can create rituals like this also. See how the rituals come. Basically, the ritual is you are trying to counteract the sinful activities which you have done past, and for that you have to eat one time only, and you have to chant this mantra this many times, you have to go to this temple, do abhishekam, you have to do give cow to a brahmana, you have to give this. So same thing we can do with spiritually also. If you want to do now, you select a section of Bhagavatam, like say if my father gives this suggestions, if somebody is not getting married, what they do, they read the Rukmini Kalyanam from Bhagavatam, and they also read the marriage of Sita from Ramayana. So these two they have to read regularly. Every day they have to recite them, read the pastime, and very soon they'll get married. So it's a more a spiritual ritual. And then you have to do some puja here there, and we say okay, do abhishekam to Narsingadev in Mayapur, do abhishekam to Narsingadev in Ahobilam, and then you do puja for you sponsor one day Rajbhog for the deities in the temple. So you can give such rituals also, it will work. Only thing is, maybe I will write down some rituals that can be done a small booklet, and I will release. And devotees can guide, and it will work also. I'm not joking. It will work like that. They should know what we should do. Means we should know what mentality is causing problem, and which is the solution to overcome that mentality, and the punishment which we are getting. Then we will come out of it. So I'm
Mhm.
telling na this about Rukmini Kalyanam. If they are not getting married, they do it. So like that, there are some rituals. Only thing is we have to make it spiritual. So you tell them, okay, every day you chant 24 rounds, and you offer ghee lamb to this, and you do parikrama of Tulsi 11 times, and like that you can give spiritual rituals.
Mhm. But devotees will often, at least the neophytes, they will always say that you give me suggestions always based on spiritual
No,
recommendations.
no, no.
Why
We
should
are
I
giving
do this?
proper ritual. It will work. I'm telling. I'm
Uh-huh.
not joking. Seriously. You
Okay,
give them
okay.
spiritual rituals. You say you offer lamb to Tulsi for 41 days. You do 11 time
Mm-hmm.
parikrama of Tulsi. And you can give rituals like reading certain sections of Bhagavatam which you feel are relevant to that problem. You
Mm-hmm.
tell them every day you should recite it. And then you should tell every month you should call one devotee to your house and feed them prasadam. and go to Goshala once in a week and give feed to the cows, and you see if the problem will not be solved. It will be solved. Cows, Vaishnavas, Tulsi Maharani, deities, four of them will solve our problems. They are also having same potency. What the ritual, the caste brahmanas, the so-called ritualistic people are doing, the same potency these also are having. No, they can also change. At least their mindset will change. Their pain will reduce by doing this, and spiritually they get benefited. Like say, what did Kashyapa do to Diti? She wanted to kill Indra, have a son to kill Indra. What did Kashyap Muni did? Did he give a ritual? Yes, he gave a ritual. What ritual he gave? He gave Payavrata, which is a spiritual
Yes,
ritual he gave.
correct, correct.
So her desire got fulfilled, but along with that, heart also changed. So we should also create such rituals. Only thing is, I will, I will create some rituals. And I will
Prabhu, it
release
will
them.
be really wonderful, endeavor because it's I feel the need of the hour to help so many
Yeah, means
devotees.
to pacify the mindset of people who have a ritualistic mentality. No, this is needed.
Correct, correct. And Prabhu, just I mean, if time permits, I need to understand not as a offensive mentality, but I need to understand like in GB we have the Katyayani temple, right? So I
Yeah.
mean, what is the logic behind having it? It is just to pacify the local, local elites because some things happen wrong, and then is it that, or is there a spiritual reason behind it?
No, in Vrindavan we have na Katyayani Devi. That's why that is kept, not just for our things. It is part of
Uh-huh.
Vrindavan. That is, gopis will go there to do vrata, not for us to do vrata.
Correct, correct,
It is for gopis to go there and pray for Katyayani Devi for Krishna's mercy. And even if we are going there also, we should also ask what gopis are asking.
correct, correct. Thank you so much, Guru. Thank you. Very grateful to you.
Correct. Okay. Radha Jyoti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my humble obeisances. All
Yes.
glory to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, say, I distributed one Bhagavatam to one person, and then he had some questions. So after that, I asked him to do japa. Then he said, I can't do japa because he ate cow. So then I was wondering, I was searching, I should give him tulsi beads or I should give him neem beads, but I couldn't find where is the solution. Then I told that person to just chant for a few days and then come back to me, but he didn't came, and I'm not aware what to do with him. Like, is there any symptoms to understand that this person has consumed cow meat?
Why you want to know that?
Uh, because we don't know na. Say if now this person told me, say suppose another person comes and he doesn't tell me, and I'm giving him tulsi bead, is there is a offense coming to me?
No, we should never give Tulsi bits to new people. Uh, we should only give neem bits only for all new people.
But where I need some reference, no,
For what?
to tell that person that okay, you don't chant on the tulsi bead, I'm giving you the neem bead, because his friend also took Bhagavatam. I gave, he has not, he is completely like, he doesn't eat non-veg. So I
Any
gave
new
him the
person,
tulsi bit. But
don't give neem bits to anyone. Just give sorry, don't give Tulsi bits to anyone. Just give neem bits only. Why you are giving Tulsi bits?
I don't know, Prabhu, I just brought it from Vrindavan while distributing. मुझे, I was
Just
completely
give it
unaware.
yourself only. Just now you give only. Don't give now Tulsi to anyone. Just give neem.
Okay. But where it's not
What?
available also neem beads anywhere.
Arre, neem beads are only available. They are 10 rupees, 15 rupees. If you go Tulsi beads, they are at least 300 minimum. 300 to 3,000 rupees you get. 300 rupees beads are easy or 10 rupees beads are easy. Which are more easy
I
and which
brought
are more
15
valuable?
rupees ka beads from Vrindavan. Say 300 beads I brought.
What cost they are?
15 rupees.
What is the cost? Huh? What?
15 rupees beads, Prabhu.
They are
Bead
not
bag.
tulsi beads. They are neem beads only. You can distribute how many ever you want.
Okay.
They are not tulsi. They are neem only.
How to differentiate a neem bead and tulsi bead?
You should ask the shop person. Neem beads minimum is 300 rupees. So you will not get anything in 10-15 rupees in neem. So not a problem. Don't worry.
But how I'll understand a person consumed cow or not?
Why you want to know what he did? You just do your job now. Why you want to know what he is doing? You give the beads, tell him to chant. Prabhupada gave in America, everybody beads. Everybody is eating non-veg only. Everybody is eating cow there. Prabhupada gave everybody beads. So what is the problem for you?
And Prabhuji, there is one another incident happened that one person was in coma for 1 year. Then she is means once I gave a Bhagavatam to someone, and then she gave to someone, like that. In that chain, this person came, uh, and she was in coma for 1 year. Now she came last 3 months before she came, and now she is not recollecting anyone. What she speak means I told my friend to go and talk to her because she wanted to take Bhagavatam, and she entered in the coma. Then now even if we ask her, no, will you read Bhagavatam, she says yes. But what she's speaking so weird. She's saying my elder son died yesterday, and my cousin died yesterday. Like everybody died yesterday for her, and she's crying. And after 10 minutes she will be conscious, and she will chant also sometimes, but she's not ready to chant on beats. So why this is happening to her, I don't understand. Like, should I give the Bhagavatam to her or the japa beads
Yeah,
to her
give
and ask?
Bhagavatam, give japa beads, and tell her to chant. No problem. That is good only for them.
She will come out of this phase?
That we don't know.
Prabhuji, is there some ghost in her doing this? I'm fearing, like,
He
I
got,
don't want to
he
go there.
became mad. He became mad. So that's why she is speaking like that. So it is not ghost. Her mentality, her mindset, she got mentally, or say mentally retarded. It is not a ghost. She became mad. That's all. Give her Bhagavatam.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, we have still questions. Madhurima Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam. Prabhuji, my question is
I'm not able to hear
related.
Mataji. Your voice is low.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is related to it's a leading question to Katyayani Vrata. We live in Vrindavan, and so you mentioned that if somebody is living in Vrindavan, they do the Katyayani Vrata. So is it applicable for us?
That is for gopis. They wanted Krishna to have their husband. That's why they did Katyayani Vrata.
Because some devotees in Vrindavan also perform this ritual, Prabhuji. So,
They can do to get
following the
Krishna.
gopis, we also, yes.
But to get Krishna, you get to Katyayani Vrata, not to get anything material. And
Yes,
what
of course,
happens now?
Prabhuji.
It is not if it is recommended by Acharyas. Did Rupa Goswami do Katyayani Vrata? Did Prabhupada do Katyayani Vrata? Did
Hmm.
Bhaktisiddhanta do Katyayani Vrata? Did your Guru Maharaj do
Hmm.
Katyayani Vrata? If any of them did,
Ah,
then we do it.
Okay, okay. In that case, I have another question, Prabhuji. Like, we used to live in Dubai, and then also over here in Vrindavan, we see that many devotees do perform Tulsi Vivaha, and we used to also do it along with other devotees in Dubai and also over here. So, I did come across to hear that, it is something that we don't have to do. So I want to understand if this is something really that we should follow, or and if at all we need to do it, how we need to perform.
It is not compulsory to do, but if you like, it's not a problem because it's not wrong also. See, we have to celebrate festivals. So this is also one of the festivals. You have time, you have energy, you have resources. Definitely you can do it. But it is not
Yes,
compulsory.
Prabhuji.
It's not like a ritual. Like you want to celebrate, so it's a one more event for us to come together, dance, sing, have prashadam. So it's not a problem. It's not wrong. We can do it.
Okay. Yes, as a
But what?
ritual, as a festival we perform, but
Yes.
in case of like I mean one of the that is our head pujaris just mentioned to us that we are following the gopis, and now when we are performing this is like vivaha doesn't happen as per our Gaudiya sampradaya. So in that case, we don't follow how like Sri Parampara performs Vivaha. So in that case, it becomes like we are trying to achieve a different goal. So over here, when we are performing Vivaha, our goal should not get diverted. And hence, this ritual, maybe as a festival, but not as a ritual itself, should not be taken serious. So I thought to clarify.
See, it should not become obstacle in our Siddhanta. It should not become rasabas. Like
Hmm.
we are having, we have a certain mood. It should not disturb our mood. That's why Roji was speaking that it should not disturb our mood because ours is not a swake rasa. Ours is parke rasa. And parke
Hmm.
rasa there
Hmm.
is no marriage. In swake there is
Ah.
marriage. So that's the reason he is telling it is disturbing the mood. It's a higher level actually what he's talking about.
Hmm.
But
Hmm. Hmm.
actually, see what happens now. We once we become more and more advanced now, we become more and more sensitive to the sensitive to little bit deviation also. Like say now,
Yes.
if like you take a new devotee, for him na, he goes to somebody is coming and doing Lakshmi Narayan Vivah in their house. So he's a new devotee. That Mataji will be very fine. They'll say, "Oh, Lakshmi Narayan ka shadi ho raha hai, hum jaake attend karenge." Now, if they tell you to go, you will feel little, "अरे लक्ष्मी नारायण का क्यों जाने का हमें?" दे से अरे ये भी भक्ति चल रहा है ना, इधर भी भक्ति है, भगवान लक्ष्मी नारायण ही है, विष्णु तो है, चलो चलो आ जाओ. For you we will feel little odd. अरे लक्ष्मी नारायण का क्या जरूरत है हमको? We have Radha Krishna ना, we can do abhishekam for Radha Krishna. So what happened to you? Even though that is devotion, now you became little more finer. For us we are little sensitive. हमको ना राधा कृष्ण ही चाहिए, गौरनीता ही चाहिए, हमको लक्ष्मी नारायण नहीं चाहिए. Now you go further higher, then even marriage of तुलसी also you become more sensitive. लेकिन तो हमारा तो स्वकीय नहीं है ना, हमारा परकीय है ना, शादी क्यों कराने का? So more and more you
Hmm.
advance, now more and more you become finer. So even small things also you become sensitive to it. You say नहीं ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. So like Raghunath Das Goswami, when he told that where did you get this leaf for the cups? So he was brought. He's only taking some buttermilk in some leaves. So they brought big leaves so that he will cup for drinking buttermilk will be big. He asked, "Where did you get this leaf from?" He said, "Sakisthali." He said, "How can you bring the leaf from that place?" She is a rival to Radharani. Now, for
Ah.
us, all the gopis are exalted only. Who is a rival for us? Because he is very exalted. For him, he becomes sensitive even to somebody who is against Radharani also. You are
Hmm.
understanding? More you advance, more you become finer. So then you
Right,
become
right.
sensitive even to little bit here and there. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the philosophy from that, Jagannath has come in this form of wood and all, even that one word also irritated. How can you say Jagannath is wood? For us, na, if you read that statement, first time you read, you will like it also, and everybody appreciate it. except for Chaitanya. Chaitanya become more sensitive. Others, when they heard, they appreciated. Chaitanya said, "This is bogus. This is Mayavad." Like that.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, one last question regarding to Pitru Puja. Like when we discuss with devotees, our it's a normal thing that you're very insensitive to somebody who passed away. So we can do it in a Vaishnav way by reading scriptures, or by, like how you mentioned, that do it as a matter of, that you're remembering that person and you're trying to relieve yourself from that particular, I mean, not being insensitive to the date as we are already used to. But at the same time, there is another school of thought that, there is no necessity that you have to do it on that particular day itself. So now what we should actually do on the day, uh, actually, what is our obligation as followers of Gaudiya Parampara? That is something that I want to not understand, Prabhuji. So should we be performing on that day, or should we just not, and think so much, and we should just think every day I'm trying to perform for all my near dear ones, and also all the people who I know.
No, that specific day, if you call Vaishnavas and feed them prasadam, do kirtan at home, do arti for the Lord at home, that is good actually.
Okay,
Yeah, that
okay.
should be done. Actually, see now Vaishnava Acharya's appearance, disappearance. We celebrate the same day, no? We will not do other days. We
Hmm,
try to
hmm,
do the
hmm.
same day. Why it is important to do on the same day? That matters.
I'm referring not about the Vaishnavas, Prabhuji, like our relatives who may not be
Ah, even
devotees.
for relatives also, I am telling, we should do the same day.
Okay, okay, okay,
Mm.
okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you, Lord. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Sometimes certain bhaktas in our surroundings start following something randomly and try to impose it to others. Also, this creates so much confusion among ourselves. So it's very important to always be in proper association, take proper teachings from those who are sincerely following proper teachings. That's my understanding. Yes, correct. So there is one more comment. Tulsi beads aren't supposed to be given to anyone unless some senior devotees who know about our sincerity about chanting, following regulatory principles. Yeah. So any other questions? Yes, Gail Mata, you still have question?
Yeah, Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just very quickly. Well, for one thing, I'm sorry to have to go back to this punishment subject, but I'm just trying to
Okay.
understand the difference when, you were giving the example of a child, right? Let's say a 12-year-old child does something wrong. He, the parent will punish him much more than, you know, a 2-year-old, because the 12-year-old's intelligence is much more developed, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but but when it came to, let's say, um, more spiritually advanced souls, we punish them less because they're more sensitive like that, right? So what? How come there's this difference?
No, the type of punishment is different for consciously evolved people, and this is about a we are talking about the same state, like say uh, they are evolved in the consciousness. Say if a king has to punish brahmanas, if a king has to punish in his citizens, like a child, a boy, and a grown up person, the king has to use this type of discrimination. He will say if they are all are from the Shudra category, and there is a small child, there is a boy, and there is a grown up person. The king will give punishment differently for all of them because they are all under the same category of Shudras. Now, when it comes to a Brahmana boy, he will not do the same thing because they are different in consciousness. So there are two gradations, one in terms of age, one in terms of consciousness. So one in terms of knowledge and all. So here the punishment is varied to person based on the consciousness also. So the laws are not same for everyone like that. So if a person is ignorant, his punishment is less. Like women cannot be punished like men. Women are women will not be given capital punishment, or women or will not be given severe punishment like men, because they are considered they did not read the shastras, so they cannot be given the same punishment as men. So it varies for women to men also. So the punishment is like that. And the dependents will not be given so much punishment, but somebody who is and who is higher in consciousness, they will not be given punishment. So this is the, it's not just what do you say, it's there are two types of hierarchies there. One in
Yeah,
knowing,
that's what I'm
you will
trying.
get,
Yeah,
yeah, different types of
I wa-
hierarchies from the
yeah,
same.
that's what I want to understand. The two different hierarchies. One
Yeah.
is hierarchy of consciousness, right? Where you know what Krishna likes, what he doesn't like, right? And
Yeah.
the other, and how would you describe the other one, the other
See, one
hierarchy?
is a spiritually elevated personalities, na, in terms of consciousness, spiritually evolved people like
Yes.
transcendentalists who are doing jnanis and yogis. They cannot be
Hmm.
given the same punishments like ordinary people, even if they do mistakes, because they are
Yes.
spiritually very evolved. So that
Yes.
makes so much difference there also. So
Yeah.
we have to read Manusamhita more clearly to get who will get what type of punishment.
Yeah. So the one hierarchy is in terms of evolvement in consciousness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And how would you describe the other hierarchy? Like the
Other one is in terms of knowledge. He is ignorant. He knows right and wrong. One is grossly atheistic. So in terms of knowledge, that we can say, like here in
mm,
this
yeah, I mean
shloka,
they
what is
both
different
seem they
in
both
terms of
seem to
knowledge,
be
knowledge.
I know,
That
but
is,
they both seem I mean your consciousness is also due to your knowledge. No?
uh, yes. So here, see what happens is, like say if he is the same category of Shudras. Now three Shudras are there. Now you have to punish them. Then you have to use this criteria. Who is uh, who is atheistic, he will get more punished. Who is ignorant, less punished. Who knows in between is mediumly punished. But if they are category of with Brahmana and Kshatriya, then the punishment is different. So it is based on the caste also, and the hierarchy of the caste also, and hierarchy of the consciousness also. There are two different categories. Because I also don't know all the details, but this shloka gives an indication that the punishment is like based on that. But if it's the like say king has to punish three people, and he has to take this into criteria.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
also, yeah.
yeah. Okay, you said that Srila Prabhupada he gave beads to everybody, but what were the name beads he gave to everybody? It was not Tulsi beads?
No, that time Tulsi beads were not there in America anyway. Whatever beads he gave, he gave.
But listen, aren't name beads also sacred?
Yeah, they are sacred. Any beads will chant holy name sacred, but not like Tulsi. Tulsi has more potency than any other beads.
So
Tulsi
even though
has more
they're both
potency. Yeah, directly. They are very dear to Lord. So Tulsi has a special potency compared to other beads.
okay, so you should be, and for that reason, you should be careful who you give Tulsi to. Even though Neem is also because Neem is because Lord Chaitanya was born under the Neem tree. That's why it's sacred. No?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just seems like it would. It
What?
just
What?
seems a little strange. it just seems a little strange to say that the tulsi is more sacred than the neem.
Why? Because Tulsi is very
Well,
dear to Krishna, so it should be very more sacred. No?
yeah, but neem bead is sacred to us because Lord Chaitanya was born under the neem tree, so it has that
Oh,
connection.
yeah, that is sacred, but Tulsi is sacred because it is always in the spiritual world serving the Lord. She is the commander in chief there, and many other things are also there. She offered at
Okay,
the lotus feet of Lord.
one last thing, Prabhu. This, you know, thank you, Ruparani Mataji. She gave me a definition of parayana as like Bhagavatam parayana is recitation. But then this word also comes with um, not Narayana parayana. So is it the same there?
What
This
it
word
is?
parayana. I'm looking for an understanding of this word parayana, right?
Yeah, Parayana means getting absorbed in certain thing,
To get
dedicated,
absorbed,
devoted to it. Parayana means devoted to it.
devoted to it. Oh, so when you say Bhagavat parayana, I think that's
Yeah,
what I
that
hear.
means you are devoted to Bhagavatam.
Okay, so it's not recitation, or is it
Pa,
also recitation?
that is Parana. That is what is a what do you call? Bhagavat
Yeah.
Paran. That is the recitation of Bhagavatam, not Parayana.
Oh, oh, paran. Okay,
Yeah,
paran is recitation,
yeah,
and parayana means you're devoted to, right?
yeah, yeah. If you are devoted, you will do Paran also. So,
Yeah, true. Okay. Thank you very, very, very much.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you very much. I thought of completing this chapter, but didn't happen. So, next week we'll not have Bhagavatam purport reading session. We'll have realization session, and tomorrow also we may not have our class. We'll directly meet on Monday. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.